Hey family, welcome back to While You Wait, the podcast. Yes, we're so excited to be coming your way again today. I am super duper excited. I am gracing your screen once again today. While You Wait is a non-denominational Christian community for singles who are looking for friendship, growth, and who just want to add values to themselves while in the waiting period. My name is Victoria and I am excited to be gracing your screen today again. And as usual, I will not be doing this alone. I have some amazing guests here with me today. But before I introduce them, or before I give them the honors of introducing themselves to us, the topic for discussion today is something that we've all had to face at some point in our life. In fact, I believe that every single person on earth has experienced this before. And it can be a bit touchy, but I believe that is why we want to talk about it. So we know how to navigate this and how to ensure that we get better at it at the end of the day. So please, let's meet our guest for today's episode. On my right-hand side, I have the beautiful Heritage. How are you, Heritage?
I'm good, and you?
I'm all right.
I can see it all over you.
Okay, Shima, can we meet you?
My name is Heritage. I'm a PR strategist, a content creator, and a red carpet host.
Oh my goodness, it's so lovely to meet you again. How are you, Dami?
I'm very well, thank you.
Can we meet you, Dami? I already told them, but let's meet you.
All right, my name is Oluwadamilala. Yes, I'm into designs with LED. I design things, buildings with LEDs specifically, yeah. That's it.
All right, humble man. Nice to have you on board.
Thank you.
It's so great to have you both here today. And I really want us to dissect the topic of discussion today. And the topic is rejection. I feel like at some point in our lives, we've all faced rejection. Or is there someone here that has never faced rejection before?
I don't think that person exists.
Right.
All right. I thought you were about to say you've not faced it before.
No, come on. Everybody does.
Back to back?
No, back to back. Come on. But of course, everybody feels rejection at some point in their lives.
Do you think you can go down memory lane and remember the first time you felt that sting of rejection?
Wow.
I think for me, it was actually when I was trying to apply for a gig.
Okay.
And I wasn't getting it, and I felt bad because I actually prepared for it. I went through the first phase, then the second phase. I was like, oh, sorry, we won't be able to go on board with you. And all. I felt bad. That was like probably 2-3 years ago, and I was like, Ugh. But along the line, it actually kind of helped me. It redirected my steps. Like, okay, this is why they said they picked this person and all of that. Then let me work on myself. And the next time I was gonna go for another gig, I got the stuff. So I was happy, like, oh, I was able to work on myself. So I feel rejection is more or less like a kind of redirection for me.
All right. So to expatiate further, the topic is rejection and how rejection is not a reflection of your worth.
Okay.
All right.
So, Dami, can you remember any occurrence where you were, that sting of rejection eats you deep? Cuts your soul, your bone marrow, anything of the sort?
Yeah, let me tell you something very funny.
Okay.
Scientists, they've actually really proven that the same feeling, that you get from a physical pain, it's actually the same feeling you get when you face rejection.
All right.
Like, that is actually very, that's amazing. Well, I said earlier that I'm into LED. I do LED designs with buildings and all that. So there was this time that my partner and I were on a project to build LED floor. Actually, nobody builds LED floor in Nigeria, probably even Africa. We are always importing it to Nigeria. So this particular LED floor, we're going to get it, do it. We're working on this particular project every single day. Like Sundays to Sundays, every single day for about 3 years.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
3 years.
That's a whole lot.
I'm telling you, like, back to back, we spent a lot of money on it. Like, it was hell. Amazingly, actually, so we actually did a prototype. We got it ready, and we're like, yes, this is it. We are like, yeah, this is the next thing this is the next biggest thing coming out of like Nigeria. We're so pumped up that wherever we take it to, they will just really accept it. So we're looking for investors that we, really invest in. And we know, okay, one of the target audience would be people that are really into events. event decorators, event people are really into events big time. So long story short, sharp, I got in contact with one very big event person right here in Nigeria in Ibadan. So I was pumped up for that day. Like, do I went to change my wardrobe. Like, I was on corporate. I was like, yeah, this is the day it's happening. Like, there's no way this man will see this. I will not even approve it immediately. Long story short, took it there, got there, and I was like, no, this doesn't look good. I'm not interested.
Oh wow.
Oh, you guys are not. I can't just invest money in you guys. You guys are this and that, and it just gave a ton of these things why you wouldn't invest this. Then I'm not lying to you, like a tear came out from my eyes right in front of.
I can.
That is
I
how
can sense it
I just
already.
felt like the whole world came to a halt
Crashing.
that day. Like everything, like this man rubbish. This like nah, this is not good enough. And what's the evidence I give you my money and and you run away, you know, and that thing really eats me bad. Like I hated the floor immediately. The prototype, I hated it.
You hated your own work.
I hated it. Like I just took it, just dumped it in a place, and I didn't want to see it anymore. But yeah, so I don't want to just. That's like the story.
Okay,
Sure,
so
let me
that's like the
stop there.
biggest rejection that you can remember that
Yeah.
really ate them. I feel like you guys are too professional. Are you telling me that the only rejection that stinks a lot is something you've gotten out of a job? What about relationship? What about every other aspect of life?
yeah.
No, there are different aspects to
Yeah,
it.
of
But
course.
I mean, for it to be that, I'm beginning to wonder.
Okay, for guys, of course, relationship is a big deal. Of course, have I gotten rejected? Relation context of relationship, yeah, of course, they did really odd, yeah. But
Who served the hot breakfast?
just have the odd
Hot
breakfast.
breakfast, very hot.
Was it a lot?
Well, this was a long time ago, really long time ago, like a really long time ago. So I don't have to go. They have to go into
No,
details.
not
Yeah,
necessarily.
so
Just
yeah,
curious.
so it's,
So yes, you have been rejected.
yes,
like
I have,
relationships and the rest.
I
What
have.
about you, Eric?
You know,
No,
You've never been rejected.
honestly, I've
So
never.
you do the serving, nobody has.
Nobody has ever
said-
broken up with me. Nobody has ever rejected me. Before.
I think it's easy
Like,
because
honestly.
sorry, I think it's easy
Why
because
would you say it's easy?
she's the lady, right?
Okay.
Most times, we do all the
Yeah, no.
like the asking out. So I think that's where I'm
Even if I'm
coming
in a
from.
relationship and I feel it's not aligning, I just take a bow. I walk away from it. Straight up.
Amazing.
Like I'm never too deep into a relationship. I won't be able to turn back out of it. That's
Okay,
it for
so
me.
you've never really fallen so deep in love.
I never
that
said I've
anything
never
would
fallen
hurt
in
you.
love. Yes, I have fallen in love. But when I see that, okay, this thing is not aligning to what I want, like it's a deal breaker for me, I just tell you, guy, I don't think I can do this anymore. And I take a bow.
I think it's obvious that we have a boss lady and a bossy gentleman in the house today. But I really want to ask,
Okay.
would you say when it comes to rejection is harder when it comes from people or when it comes from things? Because you've just mentioned how it happened with a job. You also mentioned how it happened with a job. Are you saying in essence that when rejection occurs, which one do you think it dips most for you or for people in generic terms? Because at this point, you people might say it's job. Just look at it,
Okay.
like assess it.
I feel
Without any
relationship
bias.
it
Okay.
hurts the most because I mean you imagine you thinking about the future as a lady. You want to go into a relationship, you think about my future with this person and all of that. You had already envisioned it, and you guys you spend your time, energy, your resource, probably your finance and the likes into it, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna end up with this person. This is my last bus stop and all of that. You're already devoted into that person, building a life together, and all of and out of the line, you are just out to like fall out of love. It's crazy. Like the pain is just like you're about to give. I think somebody said that giving birth and emotional pain is quite the same thing. So it's just crazy for you to be like, where do I want to start again?
Would
From?
you say you agree with that?
Well, personally, this is one of the things I've learned over the years. It's that when it comes to rejection, this is one of the things I've noticed over the years that I've learned that I know. It's that a lot of times when it comes to relationship, business, every other thing that has to do with our interaction with everything, is that we tend to internalize it. So one of the things I've learned is that not to internalize things like, okay, yeah, that relationship didn't work. Well, it's the love. The person rejected the love, not me. One of the things I tend to do before, I used to like, I feel, oh, I'm not worthy, oh, it's me, something's wrong with me, Shaggy, I'm not,
I
I'm
think
the,
we've all been there.
yeah. So one of the things I do now, even for example, now if I was going to take a prototype like that again, I once that moment I felt that the man rejected me. Like, this guy, you're not good enough. I didn't see it was the work. I didn't see it was that thing. So I tried to separate myself so as not to affect my mind, because I really, Bible says guard your heart at all time. So one of the things I try to do is I don't, I don't personalize it. Like, okay, if it's the relationship, or the person just they accept the love, like, I offered. If it's job, the application was just not accepted.
So you're saying for relationships, if the person goes, what's love?
Not OT law.
No, you just said that you don't really let it get to you.
I
Like you
don't
just.
try to personalize it to make me feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. You
All right.
understand? Because
So it's not like you don't feel the rejection, you just don't capitalize
oh,
on the
Yeah.
rejection.
see, one of the things I tell people is that when you feel rejected, allow yourself to grieve. Like,
Grieve it.
grieve. Like, sure, you get feel the pain, sure you get, but don't build a home there. Sure
All
you get.
right.
Yeah. So that's it.
That means 2025, don't be the home there.
I feel like I need to ask.
All
Okay.
right.
As individuals in our waiting period, I mean, I wouldn't know what you're waiting for, but would you say that you felt at some point that God is rejecting me? Like, let me put that into perspective for us. You're praying to God about something and you're waiting patiently for that thing. You are putting in the work and you're expecting that the result is coming. This thing is going to be yes or something. And then all of a sudden, bam, doesn't work out the way you expect. And you think about the prayers, the efforts, and all of those. And then you feel like, is God rejecting me? Why did God make this happen? Like, has it ever come to your mind? Or what would you say to someone that probably feels like that?
Okay, for me, I think what was it called? There's one thing I've learned, so I try to understand over the years is that if I'm trying to get something and I'm not getting it, it's more or less like, and I feel like there are times I feel like maybe God is not listening to me. Like I just feel like God is not listening to me because I've put in the work, I've put in a lot of things. But along the line, there's something we call praying amiss, and there's something we call praying inquiry prayer. So I try to go back to my place of prayer, like just inquire about it. And within days, I could discern one thing, or there will always be that kind of trail of light to tell me this is
This
where
is
I
what
got
you
it
should do,
wrong
or this
and
is
all of
not
that. So if you're like, okay, fine, if this is it and you said this, who is it that speaketh when the Lord has not yet spoken? And if that is the situation, I just like, okay, no problem. Let me just take my time. And I start praying in line with how it is. And that's why I feel like most every Christian, we need to understand speaking in tongues. It helps.
All right.
Yeah. So that's just for me.
Okay, so if I get you correctly, you take a pause,
Yes.
you reflect, and then you go back to God in prayers to
Prayers.
either inquire about it or to know, to discern what He's trying to
Yes,
say about it. How about you, then?
Yeah. When you asked the question about, like,
Do you feel like
do you
God is
feel God
rejecting
is
you or is not
rejecting you?
listening to
You
you?
know, what one of the things that came straight to head was about Cain and Abel. Abel offered sacrifice to
Yeah.
God, and it was accepted by God, and then
Cain.
Cain offered and it was rejected. Now, one should know that that was not their first time of offering those things to
True.
God. You understand? So the truth of the matter is, Cain had a relationship with God because he could hear God. So it's not the first time of bringing stuff to God. This is it. So, but that particular thing, he did it, uh, and God rejected it because he has, he has gotten into a relationship with God that he knows. Okay, he knows God. This is what, and that's why we have the Bible. The Bible directs us. I feel it's the most important, book in the world. The Bible is meant to, give us directions and all that. I don't think God rejects me
I
as
don't
a
actually
person.
think God rejects
Rejects
anybody. He
anybody, yeah,
doesn't
sure.
reject
Yeah,
anybody.
but God can reject the things I do.
Okay.
So when God rejected Esau, sorry, Cain,
Cain.
Yeah.
God didn't reject Cain as a person. He rejected the sacrifice he brought to God. So God doesn't reject. So I don't feel God rejects we as people and everything. So I've never really felt God's rejection. Sometimes I feel probably God is just being silent.
Yeah,
I
that
can feel that,
happens.
like, he's been silent. But
Yeah.
rejection, I don't think God rejects.
All right. So I would love to ask, how do you then navigate rejection?
Oh, nice.
Do you see it as God's redirection towards something else? Do you think it's trying to pass a message? How do you hold your reins at that season and just navigate it in such a manner that the rejection doesn't define you, does not define your worth, and that you see the light at the end
End
of
of
the
the
tunnel?
tunnel.
How do you manage that? How do you see that?
A quick one. Most of the time, we all have this anxiety. Like you start having this anxiety, and you're this thought of yeah, you're doubting yourself. But most of the time, when we think about it, I reflect back on past history of what God has done for me. I'm like, has God ever failed me before? And honestly, the answer has been no. God has never failed me before. God has always been there. So I just feel like, okay, fine, just for me to probably just take a hold of myself. Probably listen to music, go out, just flex a little bit.
Not
And
wallow in the
yes, not wallow
rejection.
in it. Then along the line, I'll be able to get another line that will tell me God is directing me to this particular thing. And it could actually be something bigger and better.
All right, Dami, do you have any scripture, any quotes that that takes you through that season? Is there something in particular?
First of all, one of the things that the Holy Spirit had to deal with me with was, Dami, you are whole, you are
True.
complete, you are, you are enough.
Yes.
So when I had that in my mind, like when that, not just one day, it was
It was a
over.
process.
It was a
The
process.
affirmations.
So when that thing came, and I know, okay, you are enough, you are good enough, and all that, I knew. So whenever rejections like that, probably work or anything comes, I knew that God is pointing my attention towards something. Okay, I'm working on something, and sometimes when we have rejection, it's a way for you to actually look at yourself, give yourself some introspection. You probably did not do a good job the other time. You understand? So there's this Bible passage that comes to it, Romans chapter 8 verse 28. It says, and we know that all things was together for our good.
Yeah.
You understand? So that one keeps me going all the time. You understand? So rejection is always a way to take an introspection to yourself, and walk where you need to walk, and and say to yourself, okay, what is God saying
At that point in
at this
time.
period?
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Okay, so I wrote something down here that I would like to read for us.
All right.
Our worth isn't up for negotiation because of closed doors. We are chosen not because everything goes our way, but because we belong to God.
Wow.
First Peter 2 verse 9. You're a chosen generation. Okay, that's just on a lighter note. But we
Yeah.
are saying in essence that rejection is definitely not a reflection of your worth. Don't wallow in self-pity. Don't wallow in the rejection. Ensure that you come out of it tougher, stronger, better.
First of all, know who you are first. That helps a
And
long
God
way.
maketh all things beautiful in his own time.
All right.
All right.
It has been an
Yeah.
amazing time on
Yeah,
today's
right.
episode of While You Wait, the podcast. And I hope you've been able to get one or two to help you out in your journey of waiting, especially when you're facing rejection. My name is Victoria, and as usual, it is an awesome time gracing your screen. So we'll come your way another time. Do not forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. That is While You Wait _ on Instagram and on TikTok. Do not forget to click the like button, click on the notification bell, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Till we'll come your way another time with another hot, sizzling, and banging episode. This is Why You Wait, the podcast, and my
Right.
guests are so excited to be here. I hope
Bye.